The unseen side of New Zealand's paradise. New Zealand, often hailed as an unspoiled paradise with breathtaking scenery and pristine natural beauty, has a side rarely seen by the world. Behind the idyllic postcard images lies a harsh reality. Its rivers and lakes, central to its global image, are suffering from contamination and degradation due to intensive farming and over-irrigation. In this in-depth investigation, we will dive deep into the reasons behind this environmental crisis and its profound implications. New Zealand's dairy industry, often regarded as the backbone of its economy, has undergone remarkable expansion in recent decades. This growth, fueled by extensive irrigation projects, has led to increased milk production and soaring exports, making the country the world's largest dairy exporter. However, this success has come at a significant environmental cost. The dairy sector's impact on New Zealand's waterways is profound and multifaceted. Large-scale irrigation projects aimed at supporting dairy farming have resulted in the excessive extraction of water from rivers and aquifers. This has strained water resources in many regions, exacerbating the challenges posed by droughts and seasonal variations in rainfall. Furthermore, the intensive nature of dairy farming has led to the concentration of livestock in specific areas, known as pastoral catchments. These regions have become hotspots for freshwater pollution as they bear the brunt of agricultural runoff, including nutrients, sediment, and effluent. The term effluent refers to the waste produced by dairy cows, including manure and urine. New Zealand's dairy herds, which number in the millions, produce a staggering amount of effluent daily. To put it into perspective, this effluent output is equivalent to that generated by a population of 90 million people, far surpassing New Zealand's actual human population. This dairy effluent, if not managed adequately, finds its way into the nation's waterways, contaminating them with excess nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. These nutrients, when in excess, can lead to a range of water quality issues, including algal blooms, oxygen depletion, and the overall degradation of aquatic ecosystems. As a result, the very water bodies that underpin New Zealand's image as a pristine paradise are under threat. The contamination of rivers and lakes is not only an ecological concern, but also jeopardizes the country's vital tourism industry, which relies heavily on the allure of untouched natural landscapes. This environmental conundrum has sparked a fierce debate, pitting economic interests against ecological sustainability. The future of New Zealand's waterways hangs in the balance as the nation grapples with the complex challenge of reconciling its economic ambitions with the imperative to protect its natural heritage. The issue of water quality in New Zealand has sparked a heated and ongoing debate among experts and policymakers.
Things are bad and they're getting worse. There's no sign of any improvement.
At the forefront of this discussion are two prominent figures, each representing distinct viewpoints on the matter. Dr. Nick Smith, who serves as the Minister for the Environment, stands on one side of the argument. According to Dr. Smith, while acknowledging that water quality is indeed a matter of concern, he posits that it cannot be solely attributed to the practices of dairy farming. On the opposing side of the spectrum is Dr. Mike Joy, an independent water scientist with a compelling counter-argument. Dr. Joy firmly asserts that dairy effluent is the primary contributor to freshwater pollution in New Zealand.
The Resource Management Act was clear that you couldn't do all the things that we've done to freshwater. They were never really implemented, so we've just had a free-for-all on land use change and intensification.
His perspective is rooted in extensive research and a deep understanding of the intricacies of water ecosystems. He contends that the detrimental effects of dairy farming on water quality are undeniable and must be addressed as a matter of urgency. Supporting Dr. Joy's perspective, international reports have added weight to the argument against the status quo. One notable report is the OECD's Comprehensive Assessment from 2017. This report aligns closely with Dr. Joy's viewpoint, highlighting a direct correlation between the expansion of farming practices and the deterioration of water quality. The OECD's findings serve as a testament to the global relevance of the issue and underscore the need for immediate action to safeguard New Zealand's waterways. The Canterbury region, located on New Zealand's South Island, stands as a stark case study illustrating the ramifications of intensive irrigation and its impact on water resources. Known for its dry climate and porous soils, Canterbury has been heavily reliant on irrigation to sustain its agricultural endeavors, primarily dairy farming. In recent years, the consequences of this irrigation-centric approach have become painfully evident. Rivers that were once vibrant and full have dwindled to mere shadows of their former selves. For locals, this transformation is deeply unsettling, as it not only threatens their environment, but also their way of life. Scott Pearson, an environmental advisor working with a non-governmental organization empowered to protect fish and bird life, provides a first-hand account of the alarming changes. In the Solon River, which was once a popular spot for swimming and fishing, the water's decline has reached an unprecedented low. Pearson and his team have been monitoring this environmental decline, and their records reveal that the river's current state is the worst in their recorded history. One of the primary culprits behind this alarming situation is the exponential growth in water takes for intensive irrigation. The combination of a prolonged drought period and an increasing number of water extraction permits has pushed the region's water resources to the brink. As water is siphoned off to sustain dairy farming and other agricultural activities, rivers and aquifers are left struggling to maintain their ecological balance. Fourth-generation farmer Mark Lee provides insight into the scale of intensive farming in New Zealand. His 800-hectare dairy farm runs 2,600 cows, making it a significant water user. However, he has also embraced irrigation efficiency, significantly reducing water usage. Yet, even his reduced consumption still amounts to a staggering 3.8 billion liters annually, equivalent to 12% of Wellington's water use. While individual farmers like Mark Lee are doing their part to reduce water usage, critics argue that the root of the problem lies with industry leadership and government policies. They contend that lack of water standards and insufficient regulations have allowed the expansion of dairy farming into unsuitable areas, exacerbating the crisis. The controversial Ruataniwha Dam project in Hawke's Bay exemplifies the entanglement of politics and environmental issues. The project, aimed at boosting economic growth, faced strong opposition due to concerns of further water pollution. The government's influence and potential interference raised questions about democratic processes in local governance. A leaked document revealed potential political interference within the Department of Conservation. While the DOC initially supported limitations on water pollution, this stance shifted after meetings with government officials, leading to suspicions of undue influence. The implications for conservation land and water protection are far-reaching. Amidst the environmental challenges, a groundbreaking development emerged when the Wanganui River was recognized as an ancestor and granted legal personhood. This unprecedented move is reshaping the way New Zealand views its rivers. A legal framework is being developed to protect the Wanganui River from abuse and set a precedent for other waterways. New Zealand's pristine paradise is grappling with an environmental crisis that threatens its clean green image. The battle between economic interests and environmental conservation is intense, with lessons learned from the Wanganui River legal personhood case pointing to a potential path forward. As New Zealand navigates its future, it must find a balance that preserves its natural wonders for generations to come. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to smash the bell icon for all our upcoming videos.